Strikerless tactics were all the rage a couple of seasons ago in FM. Can it still work in the Premier League in FM24? Let's find out. Yes, I know we have covered at least one or two strikerless tactics earlier this season. However, there's not a lot because it doesn't seem like it works nearly as well as it used to a couple of seasons back, like I mentioned. But we are going to take a look at a 4-2-4 strikerless tactic today. It is called the Strikerless 4-2-4 Tundalf. I don't know what or whom Tundalf is, but basically, the creator tested this with Man City, 99 points, 123 goals, 2 trophies in the FA Cup and the Super Cup. Everything else they kind of knocked out in the quarterfinals or thereabouts. But basically, they holidayed through the entire season, so hopefully this will do just as well for our Liverpool squad and our Aston Villa squad in the Premier League and our Championship side of Ipswich Town. So with all that said, let's jump in and see how they did. But seriously, please, if you know, tell me what Tundalf means. I don't know. It is not the creator's name, or at least the author on the page I got this from. So if you know, leave it in the description below, in the comments below. But for our Premier League teams, 85 points is hovering around average for Liverpool. 63 is low for Aston Villa, but the goals are there. 100 for Liverpool is not too bad. 78 for Aston Villa is not bad, but could definitely be a little higher. Well, Carabao Cup 4th round is where Liverpool drop out 0-2 against Manchester City. And of course, FA Cup final against Manchester City 3-0. They get the trophy after beating Aston Villa as well. And a second trophy for Liverpool, the Europa League final against Feyenoord, funny enough, 4-1. I mean, overall, for this save, it's not a bad tactic. It got them 2 trophies, Liverpool that is. It got them 3rd place is the only thing, 4 points off of Manchester City. But still, Champions League next season. The Carabao Cup is really the only drawback of this. Squad-wise, let's see, goals 30 for Mohamed Salah. Szoboszlai gets 26. Wow, 23 for McAllister. Very well done. Now, just remember, I'm not taking control of anything. This is all a holiday season, so that means my assistant coach and coaches and everything, all the management staff is taking control of everything for me. That means they're fitting in the roles up top and everywhere on the pitch. I am not doing any of that. So they may put someone in a striker, well, in one of the attacking midfield positions that you might not, that I might not, but that is how it works, and that is why maybe you see Szoboszlai with so many goals. But Robertson with 19 assists is fantastic. Joe Gomez gets in there with 15, so not too bad so far. And then Mohamed Salah with a 7-3-3. Taking a look at Aston Villa's schedule, you can see they actually win the Carabao Cup final 3-1 in extra time against Manchester City. They're all over the place. But we already saw 2-4 in extra time in the FA Cup semifinals. They drop out to Liverpool. Unfortunately, though, Europe is not all that great to them, dropping out in the quarterfinals of the Conference League against Fiorentina. Not the greatest, but you got to the quarters at least, I guess. So overall for Aston Villa, you still get that Carabao Cup Winners' Trophy, not bad. Semifinals of the FA Cup, quarterfinals of the Conference League. Well, 7th place of the Premier League. Okay. Squad-wise, goals 18 for Zaniolo is actually top, 16 for Morgan Rogers, interestingly enough. 13 assists for Digne is tops, and then average rating, Robin Olsen gets up there, but Lucas Digne with a 7.23. Data Hub, Liverpool attacking through and through. Love seeing these numbers up here. Dribbles just a little pinpoint, but not much. Defending the fouls again or made per game is not up there, but everything else you're covering at least most of the bases. 2.63 goals per game, 0.76 conceded, 0.69 xG against. A little, I would say that's about average. Aston Villa's looking a little bit down from Liverpool's, no question about it. Defensively, actually, is not too bad. Conceded per game and XGA per game, not the greatest. We've seen better, but 2.05 goals per game is not fantastic. 1.26 conceded, 1.14 XG against, not bad. Premier League stats, most points per game, Liverpool in 3rd with 2.24, Aston Villa in 7th with 1.66. Most goals, a flat 100 for Liverpool, well done there, 78 for Aston Villa. Fewest shots against, Liverpool in 2nd with 203, Aston Villa with 341. Most possession, Liverpool with 54%. Dribbles made, Liverpool with 636. Best pass completion, Aston Villa does make the list with 87%. And most shots for Liverpool in 1st with 613. Aston Villa in 7th with 467. But now, how did a team like Ipswich Town do in the championship? Well, they got through. They pulled it through. 101 points, 3rd place, 103 goals, topping the list there. But just 1 point down from Leicester, 4 down from Southampton. I would say it's pretty good. Just quickly showing this round, you can see Carabao Cup 1st round, not great. Write him off immediately. 1-1 in penalties against Stevenage. And then the FA Cup, they didn't do much better. 3rd round in the replay, 1-2 against Luton. But you can see they had a fantastic playoff run, beating Leeds in the final 3-0. So overall championship, well done. Third place, we've seen better, no question about it, but they actually won. They got through the playoffs. They are promoted next season. That is fantastic and not usual, at least in the playoff rounds. But the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, they didn't really show up at all. Squad-wise, you can see 22 goals for Chaplin, Broadhead with 16, and that's it in double digits, 14 assists for Leif Davis, and then average rating 716 for Leif Davis as well. Championship stats, Ipswich Town in third with 2.06 points per game. Most goals in first with 110, and that is after the playoff run. Fewest shots against in first with 300 flat. Most possession with 7th with 54%. Most dribbles made in 4th with 800. Best pass completion in 7th with 88%. And then most shots for in 2nd with 704. So the tactic itself looks very much like just a hamburger right there, but fullbacks on the left and the right in attack, ball-playing defenders in the central spots with a sweeper keeper in defend in the back, 2 DMs in support, inside forwards in support on both sides, a shadow striker on both sides in attack, attacking mentality, in possession attacking with his narrow, approach play pass into space, focus play down the left and the right, passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses and run at defense, in transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent your goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, step up more, and invite crosses. But overall, how did it do for our 3 teams? I can't say that it did too badly. I mean, every team did okay, at least to a degree. Ipswich Town doing, a great job getting into 3rd place, getting through the playoffs. Unfortunately, they didn't do very well in the domestic cups. Liverpool and Aston Villa, yeah, 85 points is about average. Their goals did very well, though. 71 goal differential is fantastic. Aston Villa, though, in 7th place, 63 points is definitely low. But they each got a trophy or two, so I can't say it was a bad season. I definitely think we've seen better. But again, this is a strikerless tactic. You got to really fit your players in if you don't have the players to fit in that top roles, the shadow strikers and the forwards and all that. But they made it work to a degree. Aston Villa at least getting Europe next season, but overall, Strikeless has kind of run its course, at least in FM24. We'll see what it's like in FM25 coming out in a month and a half or so. But, while they've got the goals, they don't have the shots on target, so maybe they need to throw a little bit more at the back. I don't know. But that is it for me, 7FM for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.